A lot of people stopped asking why I made videos, so I guess here's kind of the reason why. A bunch of things happened this past year, things that completely shifted the way I see myself, my relationships, and life in general. To be real with you, this year broke me in ways I wasn't even expecting. There were things happening in my family that weighed heavy on me, things I couldn't always talk about, but they were constantly in the back of my mind. I also went through somewhat of a breakup. It kind of left me questioning a lot, not just about love, but who I was and what I deserved. And on top of that, some friendships ended, ones that I thought would last, but didn't. Letting go of people you shared so much with is hard, especially when it feels like they let go of you first, after doing everything you could to make them stay. But the biggest decision, the one that really changed the direction of my year, was definitely walking away from my dance team. If you know me, you know how much dance has really meant to me. It wasn't just an activity, it was a part of my identity. But somewhere along the way, it started to feel like I was shrinking myself to fit in a space that no longer felt like mine. I kept pushing and trying to make it work, but I was losing myself. I realized no matter how much I loved it, it wasn't worth compromising who I am or the true feelings I had in my heart. So I walked away. It was one of the hardest and best decisions I've ever made. Honestly, it felt like everything was unraveling. The places and people I used to find comfort in didn't feel the same anymore. And that's when I remembered I can always turn to God. This isn't to force my religion on anyone, but this is what I truly experienced. I've always believed in him, but I think this was the first time I really needed him. At the very start of sophomore year, I started going to Young Life. It honestly became one of the only places I felt safe. In a season where everything felt uncertain, this place reminded me of who I am, and God reminded me that I am loved, not because of what I do or who approves of me, but because I am his. That truth carried me through the nights I felt alone, and the mornings I didn't want to get up and go to practice, or the moments where I questioned if things would ever feel the slightest bit of okay again. Not saying everything is perfect now, because it's not, and it will never be, but I know I've come out of this stronger, because I stayed true to myself and remembered what I felt in my heart. If you take anything from this video, let it be this. Don't let the world convince you to compromise your values, your standards, or your sense of worth. People might not understand your boundaries, and they may question your decisions. You are here to become who God created you to be, and you are you, and you can never change that, and you never should. Sometimes that means walking away, sometimes it means saying no, and sometimes that means starting over. One thing I'm glad I did was really open up and become vulnerable about things that I was going through with the right people. It can be hard, but so helpful in the long run. I bottled up so much, and I thought I had to keep it together for everyone else. But in doing that, I shut out people, including myself, and I felt kind of like a robot going through the motions of life. If you're going through something, talk about it. Let someone in. You don't have to carry it alone. Vulnerability isn't a weakness, it's a strength. It's honesty, and it creates connection. So if you're in a hard season right now, I hope this reminds you that it's okay to pause. It's okay to change your mind, and it's okay to protect your peace. What matters most is you stay rooted in what you believe, because that's where your strength really is.